Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. Today is February 3rd, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. Today I want to talk about two things. One, I love eBay. I do have a love-hate relationship with them at times, but I do love eBay for the most part. The only thing I will say in regards to making this video is that I wish eBay, for all intents and purposes, would not share other people's listings on my landing page. Landing page meaning the page I paid eBay to list my item. And I'm going to go over that in a little bit with you. I also want to talk about by not properly putting correct information down on your listing can cause a little setback maybe in sales. You know, maybe it could probably hide your item. Maybe it's dormant, it becomes dormant for a while. You might have a lot of views, maybe watches, maybe no watches. It's all because the way you set your title up. And I'm going to go over that really quick with you guys. So I know you're busy. I don't want to take too much of your time up. And I just want to point out some things with to you guys. So if you could stick around, that's coming up. All right, thanks. And I want to talk about two items I have here that are for sale on eBay. And I'm going to talk about those first. And then I'll show you a little brief demo. I just want to give you a little intro to them in case you guys may be interested on them. All right, so that's coming up. So don't go anywhere just yet. Let me go bump out to the screen right now, and I'll talk a little more about it. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is this one here. I have two of these here. One, the white one. I have a black one as well. On here, if you could see, right up here, my title. I changed it already since then because I said to myself, why isn't this thing selling? Not that it's a hot seller, but I just wanted to know why it has watches and nobody's really interested. Even though, I got to say one thing, even though it was misspelled, the model number was misspelled, it wasn't corrected, it wasn't the correct model number, it still got views. And matter of fact, even got a watcher. But if you want to get more exposure, the most important thing is if you're going to do this here, be very definitive and very, really look at your thing here, your title, what the model number is. Mine, it's not supposed to be clip. Okay, as you can see here, clip. It's not supposed to be clip. What had happened was, I wear glasses for reading, and I guess I was having one of those off days, whatever, which is no excuse. And instead of being clip, what it's supposed to have been is C1. So it's supposed to be like this. C1. That's the way it's supposed to be. That is the model number of the white one right here. Oops, sorry guys, I hit my mic here. It's supposed to be ICF C1 IP. Okay, that's the model number for the white one. So I had that as clip, CLIP, and it's not a clip. And I'm looking at saying, clip, what's this all about? All it was to change the L to a 1. Okay, I'm not going to do it because I already changed it, but what I want to talk about is, though, when I was looking it up in the watch count, when I do my research, I told you guys I always do my research with that there. I had typed in, I copied and pasted in here, right, the ICF clip, I left it there, and I said to myself, like, when I clicked the search, to show me now, like I'm going to do now, nothing popped up. Nothing popped up, as you can see here, right? I'll refresh the screen again. Okay, refreshed it, you can see it. I'm going to hit the show me again, nothing pumps up. Okay, so now, just by simply changing this to a 1, the L to an N, and I hit it again, boom. Okay, now I since then changed it. Okay, I did change it from the clip to C1 IP. And let's refresh the screen again and see where it comes. Now you can see there's a lot of people selling these same models here, only a lot of black ones here. I don't see. Here's mine right here. Mine came up. As a matter of fact, if you guys want a good deal, I even dropped the price up from $29.99 to $19.99. I know other people did as well. I know. It's some guys have $9.99, $18.99. But I'm just saying, for those who follow me, if you want to buy from me, that's great. I could use the business. I appreciate your business if you choose to do so. Well, the whole intense purpose of this video is to just show you by changing, making a little modification like that, you'll show up on the watch count. Okay, for those who don't know, this is it. If you want to check it out for yourself, it's watchcount.com. That's the URL, www.watchcount.com. It tells you what's most popular on eBay as voted by eBay users. Really good This is the newer version. They recommend you use the 2.0 version. Yeah, 2.0. Yeah. So that's the one you want to use. But anyway, as you can see before, when I had that as clip instead of C1 IP, I got 0 results. But now you can see I do have more here. Okay. Now, the only advantage that I'm looking at here, okay, looking at all of this here, is it looks like I'm the only one with the white machine here, the white unit. I guess I also have a black one too. That's the CIF 1P, whatever. I'll bring that. I'm going to show you guys really quick afterwards. So anyway, the other thing I want to point out to you really quick, and if you guys didn't notice, I'm going to point it out to you. And again, and I'm not saying this here in a bad way, but I just want to show you something really quick, okay? Now, what you're going to need to do is, if you're going to open up a couple windows on eBay, you're going to have to use one that's signed in and one that's signed out, okay? So we're not going to go to this one here, but I'm going to use the white one again. All right, now as you can see here, I changed it. Okay, so that's the right model number, the ICF C1 IP, Dream Machine Clock Rater, whatever. Now, when you look over here, as you can see, I'm signed in. It says, hi, Richard, all right? Okay. You go down here, you look at the description, everything looks copacetic, right? Everything's good. The only thing you will see if you go all the way to the bottom, okay, and they have this little thing here, more to explore. This is the part I'm not too crazy about. The only thing I have to say in regards to this, as opposed to the other one I'm going to show you, is when you're not signed in, then you'll see what I'm talking about. When you click this on more to explore, they're going to bring up more of these radios. So we'll click one on, and you're going to see more. And you might say, well, they're not exactly the ones you're selling. No, not exactly, but it will, lure the buyer away to another seller's page. Now, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying, I'm not totally upset about this, because, maybe these people are sponsored listings. This is here, you can see this one here, right over here. It's a new listing. So in a case like that there, that may help them out, but it ain't going to help you. But you can see here, scrolling down here, it just lures you away from others, okay? And the other thing I want to point out to you guys is this. Now, when you go in there, let's go back here, back to my regular listing, okay? Now, you might say, well, that's not the worst thing in the world. And it ain't. It ain't really the worst thing in the world, okay? I mean, because think about it. The average buyer, I don't know about you, but I'm very curious by nature. And on the other hand, I like to read everything verbatim and see what this is all about, okay? Now, I noticed on one of these buyers, I don't want to, this ain't the Hall of Shame here. They had the model number here, and then over here on the other part of it, it had a totally different number. I don't have, it doesn't show up on mine, but on that particular buyers I was doing research on, and they had two different model numbers there. The one up here, the ICF clip 1, right, clip, whatever, and it doesn't show it on this one here, on this particular one. And they had a whole different model number on there. So I don't know, what happened there, what the seller was thinking about, but they had two different numbers there. So you got to be careful when you're doing it. Even myself, it was something that slipped by. I looked like the one looked like an L, and I thought it was I thought it was an L instead of supposed to be a 1. If your eyes, I use glasses for reading, so maybe I have to get stronger glasses, I guess. I don't know. That's what comes with old age. Anyway, so now you can see here, basically that's all you're going to get at the bottom. At the bottom. So I'm going to go now to show you one where I'm not, and this is what I'm showing. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm showing you when it's signed in. Okay. I'm not saying eBay does this here to trick anybody. They're not tricking anybody here. Okay, but you decide for yourself. Now I'm here signed in. Now look at this one here. Same one. This is mine, Shop RJ Pasini. I'm not signed in. So it says sign in. Okay, so I'm coming in as just a regular guy off the street, basically, right? Now, when you scroll down here, everything looks normal, right? You see my Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. You see a little description. But look, when you come down, look what they put on your page. And this is what people don't get to realize. I don't know if you do. Maybe you do. Maybe you do realize this here. Before they even get to my description, they pop on here similar sponsored items. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm paying. This is my real estate here, okay? I'm paying for this here. It cost me 30 cents with the store. All right, you guys say, woo, wow, 30 cents. But it's true, it's supposed to be your listing. That's your listing. You paid for this real estate. I call it real estate. This is the only thing, like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with eBay. I say it in a joking way. I don't hate it, really. I'm just joking around. But I don't know why eBay does this here. I mean, I know they do it for business and they want to, boost up sales for other sellers. But, people say, well, if you become a sponsored seller, your listings are shut. But I know, I understand that part. But why do you got to put it on mine? And look, check this out now. Let's scroll down a little more. Before you even get to my description, you got this. So right there, before the buyer even gets to read your description, they said, $19.99, $20. All right, that guy's a little pricey. This one here, and you're looking, and you click the little arrow here. So let's see what else they got. Oh, they got more here. Look at this. You could literally deter that buyer from buying your item. Okay, this is the part I wish eBay wouldn't do. And I tell you the truth, if eBay could have a separate website or a separate page for whatever, where they have sponsored items and put those listings on as sponsored items. If you want to charge people, that's fine, but don't add it with my listings. I don't like it. I'm not really crazy about it. So after you go through this, look, it's normal, right? That looks great, right? Oh, that's my listing. Yeah. I'm just an average guy just looking up there. I'm checking this out. Okay, shop RJ Pasini for great deals. Okay, I'm going down here, going down, and I see this, and then I finally get to the description. So, all right, after all of that, you read the description, you say, oh, okay, let's see, and you're looking at it. And not only that, then when you get to the bottom of your description, they got more sponsored items to lure the buyer away from you. I mean, look at this. I mean, have you guys noticed this here or not? I mean, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I don't know. I really can't say. But to me, it bothers me. And let's see if we go a little further down. They got more sponsored listings here. And they got more. And they even got more to explore right below it. So, this is the part that I really don't like. Now, this is mine right here. I could tell because I use a plastic top on mine. I could tell. I click this on. This is mine. I know it is. I'll click it on to show you and prove it to you. So people say, well, there it is. It's mine. People say, well, you should be happy you're there. Oh, come on. I mean, let's be realistic here. Seriously, let's be realistic. I appreciate them doing that, but, all right, so they got me here at the bottom here. Where did I move? Did I move away? They moved me away already. I'm already out of it. No, I'm only kidding. Well, yeah, all right, I'm still here. It doesn't matter, but you see the point I'm getting at, guys? You see the point I'm getting at? Now, if I go to that listing, right now, that one, not this one here, let's go to the one I just did here. Let's click this one on. Let me click mine. I want to show you something too. And it's a fictitious cycle, if you know what I'm talking about. You'll see. Watch. And I'm not going to go to one where I'm signed in. All right. This is where I'm signed in. It looks normal. You don't have that stuff. All right. You still got the more to explore. All right. So let's copy this title. All right. Let's copy the title. Copy. And we're going to go back to the one where I'm not signed in. Where is it? I want to go to one where it says where I'm not signed in. Where did it go? Nope, this shows I'm signed in. I got to sign out of this one here. I have to sign out to bring it. I want to bring it. I'm going to see something for myself now. Now I'm curious. Oh, I know what it's going to be. I know what exactly it's going to be. Let's see. No, we don't want to go back there. We don't want to do that. All right, let's go here. And you got to do this when you're signed out. Don't do it. Don't go in as you're signed in. You got to do it when you're signed out. Okay. So now we got that. You signed. We'll see you soon. Okay. All right. Let's click this on. Let's do a search. Okay. Now on my search, I show up on both. These are both mine. That's nice. People say, "Wait, that's great. You're showing up great. Popularity sort. That's great. It really is." Well, you are. Now you can't help this. Now I mean, you got people here. I know. People selling for different prices, folks. I know. It is what it is. It's very competitive. Okay, but let me click on this other one now. I know this is mine right here too. All right. So I'm not signed in, as you can see. It says Rich is signed in. So my little mouse is here, the mouse cursor. Same thing. Right? It's the same thing. This is the part I don't like. This is probably why I can't get rid of these things. Now people say, well, maybe you can drop them low. If I drop them any lower, I might as well give them away. Seriously, I might as well give them away. I might just say, pay for shipping. They're yours. Okay. But this is the what I'm trying to say is it's bad enough. There's a lot of competition out there, and then you got to throw this into the mix. You see, This is where I beg to differ with eBay's marketing techniques, if you want to call it that. They shouldn't have it where they're putting those listings, sponsored listings, on your mixed in with your listing. I mean, think about this for look at the logic here. You're coming here, you're looking at this here. This is my listing. Okay? And before you even get to the description, boom, they got this here. Now, eBay, they need really to change this up. They really got to do something with this. It's not fair, okay? I'm paying for this here. I'm paying for this listing. I bet you, I can't say for sure, but I bet you if eBay could do away with the sponsored listings on our listings, okay, I think you'd see better sales. And if eBay's watching it, why don't you consider doing something like that, okay? Why don't you set a page up for sponsored listings or something like that, have a separate website for it, and make people pay for it if they want, and you could have it all categorized. It'd be like a subdivision of eBay. So in other words, instead of just going to the eBay one, you could just do a one with the sponsored. But to have it this way, it's not fair. I mean, I know it's not fair, because I myself, when I was looking for something, I think it was toner cartridge, whatever, I went to a seller's listings, and I was all ready to click the button on. And as soon as I seen it elsewhere over here, I said, heck, this guy's got a better deal. I'm going to go to this guy. I'm not going to buy from him. The guy lost the sale. So that's the problem here. That's the problem. This is why I think with all this sponsored stuff in here, I think this is what hurts. And people may beg to differ. You want to drop a comment below and say, hey, I disagree with you. I don't think it. Yeah, no, look, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I'm just trying to say, the way it is to me, the way it looks to me, it's not helping. Okay, it's not helping sales. I think if they did away with the sponsored things, I can understand boosting up in search, but don't put the listings mixed in with my listing. I don't know how you guys feel about it. If you're against it, drop a comment below and say, hey, I agree with you. I think it's wrong that they do that there. You tell me. I want to get feedback from you guys. All right. Now, I'm not going to expand too much on the topic. I showed you I went to watchcount.com after I made that little change from the L to a 1. I mean, yeah, number 1. I showed up in the watch count. Okay, I showed up, as you can see. I'm right here. All right. The only advantage I have as far as with this particular model is that it's a white one, and the rest of them are all black models, which is not bad. I mean, it's nice that I'm not saying. I'm just saying that's the only one I have here that I think, as far as like with this listing, this particular model, where I stand out as far as that part goes. All right, but anyway, the issue here is I got to get on watch count before I wasn't showing up, and now I am. So is it going to boost my sales? No, probably not. But at least I should hopefully get a little more visibility in it. All right, now I'm going to bump out of here, and I'm just going to show you. I have the 2 units right here. And if you guys are interested in them, I'm still offering with best offer. So I want to move them out. I'm not going to be buying any more certain electronics. I'm not going to be buying that much electronics anymore. It depends. Certain things I may, certain things I may not. But once these 2 are gone, they're gone. I'm not buying more. They work. They don't have any remote controls. I don't know if some of them do. I guess these might have came with them. They don't have them. What you see is what you're getting. So I'm just going to bump out of here very quick. I'm going to move my webcam down, just show you that they work, and just do a little demo on it, and that's it. Okay. All right. So let me bump out of here. Okay. Before I get talking about the other 2 items I have, I just want to show you, if you guys are interested in this, you probably want what's in a box. I'm going to show you really quick. All right. We're already wrapped up. The box is all shipped out, all ready to go. If you guys are interested, you want to buy it, it's up on eBay as well. All right. It's all bubble wrap too. These are vintage Sears headphones. Okay. They got stereo and mono. Look at this here. Nice unit, nice headphones, made well. Okay, and if you guys are into these, if you're into like, hey, maybe they can plug it in. I don't know, but look at them. The ear pads are nice condition. Nothing wrong with them. It's got a padded top. They're nice and padded. Really comfortable. Work good. Okay, they're old. They're vintage, but they work. I tested them. Okay. And you got little knobs over here to adjust the volume, I believe. That's what it's the volume on both of them. Okay. And you got one of those like telephone call type of things here to, plug it in. Now, you're going to get with this here, a little adapter comes with this here. Now, I plug this into my computer. I don't know. The thing is with this here, folks, I don't know if this is a 2.5 or a 3.4 millimeter, whatever it is. They got, they got those things like that. I don't know, but all I know is it plugs into my computer. And I have an HP computer, and you got this one here, a big plug here like that. Okay, so what you do is you take this little adapter, and it comes with it, of course, and you just plug it in like this here. Snap it in, and you can plug it into your computer. Okay, but I got these here, really nice condition, padded, really comfortable too. Okay, and they're adjustable. They extend, they expand like this here. If you got to move them down a little. I don't want to keep playing around with them. But anyway, that's what you got going on here. So if you guys are interested in that, this thing here will be shipped. They're all ready to go. The box is already crafted, a box for it. What happened was, the reason why I got a box already crafted, everybody's saying, geez, if you crafted a box, that means it must have was getting ready to sold. There was a guy that was interested in it, and he made a bid on it. Not a bid, he made a best offer. I accepted it, and then later on, as I was getting ready to do it, I didn't check my computer right away, and then at the last minute he said, can you cancel the order, please? I said, okay. It doesn't matter. I crafted the box anyway, so no loss. It's all ready to go anyway. It works. It's tested. It's good. All right. So I just want to throw it out there and really into quick in a mix. All right. Now here, I'm going to move my webcam down because I can't. I don't want to hold this thing up. So let me move it down really quick here. All right. Now this is the one I'm talking about. Don't mind my back screen dropping here. All right. Let's go over here really quick here. All right. This here is the one I was talking about here. Now, I don't know if you can see it. It's plugged in. It's got 1246. I already plugged it in. This unit works. There's nothing wrong with it. It's been tested. Everything's been good with it. It doesn't come with a remote control. It's got a built-in AC adapter cord, so be careful if you are a lucky buyer of this here. This skinny one here, I think it's the antenna. I don't know if you let it hang out or you drop it, whatever, but you got quite a bit of it over here. It's wrapped around the AC adapter as well. And it's a pretty clean unit, like I said. And this is the one I was talking about. I had to change because this is the one I thought it said clip when it's supposed to be C1 IP. So I'm going to power it on really quick. I can't play music because, as you guys know, with eBay, oops, I'm trying to get to where you can see it. There we go. With YouTube's copyright thing there, I don't want to play music. So let me see if I can get something on here. Let's turn it on. Let's see, how does it go here? Bear with me for 1 second. Okay. I gotta be careful here. And this is your tuning volume. This is the loud. I'm trying to get over a cold here. This here, you can make it louder. You can move around, tune it. Well, I don't know which one it is. I can't get to the music part of it. Keep getting the same person over here. I'm trying to get the band here. Different AM band here. Okay, I can't keep this on too long. That's the FM.
Okay. So now we have to make decisions.
Okay. Keep going back to that one again. Anyway, you have your iPod. You got your iPod settings right here. You got the radio band. This is if you want to change the AM, FM. You got an LCD readout. Here, as you can see it right here. Look at that. Okay, can you see the LCD readout? All right, you can see it there. This unit is nice. That's what the... Can you see? I know there's a lot of glare in here, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to bounce into my mic here. Sorry about that. Yeah, and you know what? It's nice. Very rarely will you get these type of units with dented screens. This doesn't have a dented screen in it, thank God. And this little thing here, I'm looking, I don't know if it's on this side or this side here. This is probably where the remote, that looks probably where the sensor would go. I don't have a remote control with this here, guys, so maybe you could order off eBay if you are interested in it, okay? But I did drop it down. I had it for $29.99. I know you're going to see other ones out there, but, this is for me. This is mine. I'm going to give you a good deal. Well, I dropped it down to $19.99 with free, well, not free shipping. It's got free 30-day returns, free 30-day returns. So if you guys are interested, and this is for iPod. Okay, the iPod here. Remember one thing. Look at that connector there. You see that connector? You got to make sure that this unit, that your iPod is going to connect into this here. Okay. All right, just want to let you know. And the other one I got really quick here, in case you're not interested in the white one, I got to unplug the plug here, is the black model here. And this one here, I told you the model number already. That's the IFCF C1 IP. Okay, and we got this one over here. Whoops, what? I don't want to drop that there. Same thing, does not have remote control. This is a nice one too. I'm going to plug it in, show you the same thing. And back here, of course, is the way it is, nice and clean back there. Okay, this one's a little, basically the same thing, just about. Yeah, I'm trying to compare the two. This is nice. This is a nice unit too. This one here is nice. Got the wire wrapped up here. That's the antenna. Okay, and that's where you put your, I guess, your headphone in there, I guess. All right, and again, it's got the built-in AC adapter here. Okay, again, iPod, right? This is the iPod and iPhone. This one's just for the iPod. Maybe that's why it's not such a great seller. This one here is just for the iPod, the white one. This one says over here, look, I'll show you. Whoopsie. See over here? Look, see over here? Oh, where is it? Oh, yeah. Everything's reversed on this here. Yeah. See it? It says iPod right here. Right there. iPod and iPhone. My iPhone wouldn't fit that there. Wait, am I reading it right? Is it for iPhone? Yeah, it says iPhone. I don't know what kind of iPhone that was. Must have been a really early edition. Look at the size of that connector, though. Yeah, I don't know what iPhone was that. But anyway, that's what it says right there. This is a nice unit, too. It's got the snooze button, just like the other one. Different model. The model on this one here is the... thing keeps sliding around here. This is nice, and this one even lights up. I don't know if the other one does. I don't think it does. This is the one, I guess I'm going to look it up here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's the ICF CS10 IP. That's the model number of it right there. You can see that back there. Let's flip it around so you can see it. I'm not breaking this thing. See it? Oh, I got it backwards. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. See? And I think over here, I think both of them have it. This is I think this is battery backup, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that is. Don't quote me on it. These are not mine. They're pre-owned. I like this one here. This one lights up. And this works too. I just want to see something. This one has a... Yeah, this one has the battery backup too. Yeah, that one has it too. The white one has it. Okay, so let's put this over for a section over here. And let's try plugging this, turn this on. Let's see here. Let me see if I get this power on here. I know it works. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to keep playing too much music here. All right, I can't do that. You know the deal, guys. If you're on eBay, if you're on YouTube, you will get, you could get a copyright, infringement, whatever, because you're playing someone's music. So, unless I could change the band here, which I'd like to do that, just to let you hear about it. Let's see here, change the band. I'm just trying to look over here real quick. Let's turn it on again so I can change the band.
I admit in the first
this is the FM band.
He was short-arming a lot.
Well, it's the FM.
Well,
Oh, it's FM. Okay. Anyway, you guys get the gist of it. Okay. This one's a nice one here. I'm surprised that one doesn't have a thing. I don't know if there's a switch in there to make it brighter or whatever. But this one here is a nice unit too. No dents on the screen. And like I said again, I dropped the prices. I had them at $29.99. I dropped them to $19.99 with best offer. So if you guys are going to make a best offer on any of these models here, please keep it at a good. Give me if you could. I like to try to keep them at a good. Whoops, not going to damage my screen here. If you're going to make a best offer, please keep it reasonable, and I will accept it. I will. Let me just move this up here. I am not going to be buying any more electronics like these here. Once these go, I'm not going to be buying any more of them. Not because they're bad, not because they're hot sellers, whatever. There's certain things I want to change around. I want to, going forward, I want to change up the merchandise I put on here. I think I spoke about it once before, that I'm going to start selling things. Once I get rid of all the inventory I have, I unload the inventory I have, I'm going to get higher priced items. I'm not going to, once they're gone, I'm not going to get any more $4.99, $7.99 items. Those items are not profitable for me, even if I get them, if people give it to me for nothing, they're not worth it in a sense. Clothing, I find clothing to be kind of a hard sell. And I'm just not going to deal with it anymore. I want to start dealing with items probably maybe $30 and up and stuff like that. But the reason why you're not going to see it for a while, if you do follow me on this here, on my in my eBay listings, you're going to probably see it around. I don't want to. I'm probably going to be doing a purge eventually, getting rid of merchandise I don't want. That stuff's been sitting around for a long, long time. I've done it the last time. I couldn't unload the stuff, so I ended up donating it to my church, which is okay. It's a good cause, right? So I may be doing stuff like that, and I want to get more. I want to get better stuff. Well, when I mean better, maybe if I go into electronics, not this type of stuff per se, but if I get into like different things, I want to get better stuff. Let's put it that way. Better things to sell on eBay. Things that are probably more desirable. I'm not saying these ain't but they've been sitting around for a while, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why. There's a lot of competition out there, just like I spoke to you about the sponsored listings there, which I don't think helps either. No, and I'm not saying it in a demeaning way. People should shop. They should shop and try to get the best deal you can. Okay, and I'm all for it. I've done it myself. I'll be the first to say I've done it myself when it comes to shopping for better deals. And I want to share something really quick. I don't know if you guys, well, if you're new, you probably don't know about it unless you follow my other videos. I don't know if it's the one I did at January 26th or whatever it was. There was, I think I talked about it in one of my videos. There were 2 returns coming back. Okay, and the person said they're sending back a Keurig, a black Keurig. Oh, that's another thing I want to share really quick with you guys. I did a video when I don't know if I told you. I think I showed you the video. Yeah, you guys did see the video with the vest and the Keurig, the silver Keurig coffee pot maker, the B31 model. And I also have a little portable heater. I call it a handy heater. Anyway, I just want to share this really quick with you, and I just want to close this video out. And I want to just tell you something else really quick to keep in mind, so you guys will keep it in mind. The Keurig, I took photos, I tested it. I didn't even do a demo video on it. The only demo video I did was when I showed you guys that there. Usually I incorporate, I tell you I incorporate the videos within the listing and stuff. I didn't even embed it. I didn't even do a video for that one there. Just the ones I showed you. And do you know it sold within an hour? It did. It was phenomenal. I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm saying, geez, it'd be nice to get a sale and get on something here. Cha-ching. I said, what? Because I keep it on my iPad. I'd always get the messages on my computer. So I got the message on the iPad and I opened up. I was like, what? The silver one sold already? He's like, holy smokes! I just listed it about an hour ago. Yeah, so that thing sold. That thing is gone. Matter of fact, I just shipped it out today. I was really happy about that. I put it up and it didn't last that long, and boom, it was gone. So that was like had to be the quickest sale I've ever had. I had other sales like that in some cases, but this was really quick. I thought so anyway. Okay, now I just want to share a story with you guys. Now, in regards to the other thing with the 2 returns coming, I was watching a YouTube guy. That's a seller. He's got a YouTube channel, but he's a seller on eBay. And he was talking how people will try to talk you down, or they do these type of, not gimmicks, but they'll do things out there, say, to try to get you to either lower the price down, or hopefully you'll let them keep it, by saying, or they tell you a certain thing, or it doesn't work, or can I get a partial refund, or in situations like that. But in this particular case, it dawned on me after he said I was trying to relate the 2 together. And the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is I have 2 returns coming back. I have a pair of girls' little booty shoes, whatever, like the little boots, like the low cut ones there, ankle boots, whatever you call them. The buyer said on that one there that the shoes are nice, too small. The Keurig, the person gave 2 reasons why they want to sell it. They found a better price and for a lot cheaper, something along that line. Reason for return, found a better price, or something like that, or found a lower price, or something along that line. They both started on that same day, last week. Now, the one that I saw, the Keurig, was going to Jersey. Now, I don't know, maybe they had something come up, whatever, but maybe something came up where it didn't. If you're going to start something like that, eBay, when you do it eBay will automatically give the buyer a return, right? They automatically, they start the process, in case you guys didn't know that. And with that, the buyer, unless the buyer didn't know the routine, maybe this first time the buyer is doing it. Now, this buyer who bought that coffee pot is kind of new. They only have 1 feedback. I'm not like that. Some people will say, oh, if I see a person with 1 feedback, I'll block them and stuff like that. I don't do that there. It's not fair. I mean, whatever. Think about when you first started on eBay, selling on eBay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, got to give a little, levity there. Let get the buyer the benefit of doubt. With the seller protection stuff, in some cases, hopefully eBay will, be there to help you through a situation, just like PayPal is. I have no qualm with PayPal. That's what I said. When I say, I joke around, I say I have a love-hate relationship. I really don't hate eBay. I just wish they could change things around a little, like with the sponsored listings. That's one of my perks. Not the perks, but that's one of the things that really kind of like bother me. They should kind of like do away with that. Not add it with your listings. It only makes the competition that much more harder to sell that particular item, because you've seen how it is. Before you even get to the description, they got the listing there. But anyway, with that set aside, so the person only has 1 feedback, and I think they started back in 2019. I think they're fairly new buyer, and maybe the buyer don't know. how to go the process of it, which is possible. But I'm thinking, in some cases, I could be wrong now. People say, well, you shouldn't, make erroneous assumptions like that because you don't know for a fact. I don't know for a fact. But what I'm thinking of is when the buyer came out with those reasons, I don't even have the paperwork of here, I just wrote on the thing there, said they seen it cheaper and they got it for a lower price or whatever. I'm thinking, this is my take on it, that when the buyer is telling me that, giving those both reasons, which is in relation to a cheaper item, a cheaper price, that the buyer maybe, I'm not saying for sure, maybe the buyer is hoping, and I'm going to, go back to them, go back and say, message them and say, listen, what did you see it cheaper for? Maybe I could beat the price. I'm not saying, quote unquote, it's a scam. I'm not going to start jumping into that there because it's not fair. It's not right to say. I'm not going to make that assumption that that's what it's all about. But my mindset, the way I'm looking at it is, if they're telling me that's the reason they got it for a cheaper price, I would have to say, in some cases, that maybe that's what the main purpose is, why they said it like that, because that was both of the reasons. I found it for a cheaper price, and I found it for less, or something like that. Yeah, found it for a cheaper price, and I found it for less. Maybe that's the intention of the buyer to, give that reason for returning it, and hoping maybe I'll contact them and say, listen, I'll give it to you for X amount of money. You paid 27. How about I give it to you for 15 or whatever, But I'm not gonna kowtow to that. I'm not gonna go down that level. I'm not gonna contact them and make an offer like that. I had with best offer. You made the best offer, and I accepted it. It was lower than what I was asking for it. Now the person who bought the silver one that sold yesterday, I think it was yesterday sold. Yeah. I asked $39.99 for it, and I got $39.99 for it. No rebuttaling whatsoever. Okay. So again, you got to be careful. And then there's cases sometimes where, again, this is from another seller. They were saying that when you tell a person, the first to say they're thinking about returning the item, and hoping, that if they find something wrong with it, that they think is something wrong with it, and you tell them, okay, return it, they decide all of a sudden they want to keep it. This is what this other seller was talking about. And I've heard stories like that. I had one like that happen to me, not as a seller, not as a buyer, where the person was telling me, I don't know if it was a print or whatever it was, and they were talking about, I can't get it to work, this, that, and the other thing. I said, okay, well, we're thinking we'd like to return it. So I said, okay. I just messaged it back, okay, return it, make sure it's well packaged, and once I get it back, I'll check it out, and you'll get your refund. And lo and behold, they decided it automatically, mysteriously worked. They got it to work. Now, I'm not saying things don't happen like that. Okay, I'm not like a tech guru, even though my background is IT. But for some people out there that don't know how to work these things, it can be a problem. And some people may not have the patience and time, the time and patience to sit there and say, well, let me try to figure this thing out. Especially if you're selling things that don't have booklets or instruction booklets or pamphlets or whatever. The stuff I sell, even these things here, these players here, these iPod players, whatever you want to call them. I don't have any documentation with them. There's no original packaging. There's no user manual with them. So, but I think for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory. But people say, yeah, it's self-explanatory for you, but what about the average person who buys it from you? Suppose they don't know how to sell, to set it up. All right, granted, in some cases, I will print out documentations. I've looked up through a company called manuallib.com. You can get manuals for basically anything. Okay, I can't print out the manuals all the time because sometimes the manuals are like 40 pages. There was one thing, I think it was for a Keurig one I was selling. I think it was for that one. It was 140 pages for a user guide. I can't print out 140 pages on my laser printer, use my toner and my paper. That stuff costs money. I would love to do it, but I can't. So what I would do in turn is if someone says, and I've had this happen on some of the demos I had, people will say, I bought a digital clock, not all for me, okay? I bought a Sony digital clock radio. I don't know how to set the timer. Can you help me how to set it? And I would message back on comments on YouTube. I'd say, I'm not the owner of this particular model, because they would watch my video, my demo video. I'm not the owner. I don't have any documentations on it. And I would tell them, I would direct them to where to go. And what I would do is I would go to Google. I know they could do it, but I don't mind doing it. You're not bothering me at all. And I would do the research. I'd go to Google, type in the model number, the make of the thing there, and then I would get to, let's say it's a Sony. Sony has a website there, and you could print out the user guides. Okay, if you want. I bet they got a user guide, a quick start guide sometimes, and a user manual. Okay, you could print it out. Or, like I always tell people, if you're looking for a specific thing, an operational feature, whatever, you don't have to print out the whole book. You could just do one of the two things. You could leave it on your screen, read it off your screen, save paper, right? Go green, save paper. Or you could just go, what do you call it there? You just print out the pages that you need. So let's say it's only 2 or 3 pages let's say if I'm selling this thing here and the person needs to know how to operate it, how to set the timer and stuff like that. You could do one of 2 things. Like I said, you could print it out or get it off of the screen. But go to that topic. In this particular case, you say, how do I set the clock on a Sony IFCF 1030p, whatever? And you'll see it there. It'll have the user, the guide there, all the features of what you got to do with it. And you would print off that thing. You don't have to print the whole book out. If it's 100 pages or 50 pages or whatever, that's totally up to you. You may want you may be one of those people that want to have a textbook, like not a textbook, you want to have a paper guide, you want something to refer to instead of going on a computer all the time. I know that's what I would do. If I need to be, if I was that, concerned about having a user's guide. But I also got to think too, in some cases, if you really want a guide like that, or a user manual, you're probably better off just going to eBay and printing, not printing, but buying one over there. If it's a reasonable price, if it's like $4.99, $5.99, that's different. Or on the other hand, you could print it off with your laser printer or color printer. You'll be going through a lot of ink and a lot of paper as well. So I can't afford to do that right now. Okay, but I have done in the past, like that Keurig one I sold, the stainless steel one. I printed out a booklet, user guide, just the basics. I think it was only 7 or 8 pages, something like that. I normally don't do stuff like that. But I said, you know what? Because it's electronic, it has the push buttons on there. It's all push button fed. I said, let me do it for the buyer. Let me help the buyer out. So I printed it out. It's only, I think, 7 or 8 pages, something like that there. I didn't mind. But it's just to get them set up because they may not know how to do it. I know how to do it. I didn't need a booklet. I mean, to me, it was pretty cut and dry. I thought so anyway. But there are people that like tech, they like to read and stuff like that. Now, if anybody does buy any of these things off of me, and if you're a person that says, well, I want to purchase over you, can you do me a favor? Can you print out maybe a quick guide or something like that there or whatever, or give me the web address to, where I could check it out for myself? I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Okay. If you're gonna message me and say, could you print out the guide for me? I bought the unit from you. Can print it out, and it's 30, 40 pages. I can't do that, folks. I can't because it'd be just too costly to do that. And especially if you're selling a lot of things like this. I sell electronics. Like I said, I got a little mixture of everything in some cases, but certain things I will do that. I'll do that. I'll do that for you. In certain cases, it depends, within reason. If it's a couple pages here and there, quick guide, whatever, I'll do that there. But if it's anything, if someone's going to tell you can print the manual, I can't do that, folks. I can't do the manual. I will guide you and give you the website. I know you could do it yourself, but I don't mind helping people out. And you could take it from there, Basically, I think that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. When it comes to, like I said, just to recap really quick, when it comes to doing your descriptions, and in a case like this with model numbers, make sure you're reading it, as it is. I for some reason on the white model there, I thought it was clip, and it wasn't clip. I have glasses, right? Reading glasses. That's people say maybe you get your eyes checked. No, really, probably do for that as well. But seriously, because I was looking from a distance, and that's what it looked like to me. But I changed. You see, I changed this to L. The L to a 1, and you can see I got listings. It showed up in watch count. So it's very crucial that you make sure you're putting the proper model numbers down. And like I said, I had one I didn't show you there. Like I said, I didn't bring that up. I just didn't show you in the web on the video, but there was one where the person was selling that same model, and they had the exact model on it. But when I scrolled down to look at all the details and stuff, they had 2 different models on there, and I was like, "What? How could that be possible?" They got it on the description; it shows one thing, it shows that model like that, and then when you look down and the other items, like other MPNs, whatever it's called, they had a different number on it, different model. I was like, wow. And I'm looking at this, I said, is there another additional, is there additional information on here? Maybe I need to put it in there, but it wasn't. That's the only model they have on there. So again, I don't know how that seller's going to make out. I hope they make out all right. I mean, I was still able, it still showed up in search. That's the funny thing. I mean, well, then again, it's the title. I don't know how eBay's algorithms are when it comes to things like that. I don't know if it differentiates. Hey, you got one model number here, but on the bottom of the description, you got a different one. I don't know how that works as far as that part goes. But all I do know is this: changing it around like that, it helped out, like I said, a little. And the other thing I want to say really quick, if you guys have a store, if you have a starter store, if you're starting off, like I said, if you're thinking of getting involved with this business, if you think you're going to sell more than 50 items, because eBay will give you 50 free listings a month, okay? If you're just starting out and you don't want to get committed to a store, I got a starter store. If you do it yearly, based on a yearly basis, it's $4.95 a month. If you do it a month to month, I think it's $7.96 or something like that. So you got to trade off. You got to weigh it out. You could do that there. If you're going to get started, I would start off with the 50 free listings. Okay, make sure that if that works for you. If you think you're going to sell more than that, then you consider getting a starter store if you need to do that. But here's the thing: with the advantage of having a starter store, you could add more categories. Like if you look at my starter store, I have a whole bunch of different categories that lets you add them. And I'm selling a Rothko vest. It's a military vest, right? And I didn't have it in there. So you could add categories. I don't know how many, if there's a limitation to it, but you could add categories to your starter store. And I did. I put in there, Rothko, and I put in there, I think it's listed on the men's clothing. I didn't have to change that part, but you can add it if you wanted to add a subtitle or subdirectory to it. Like I could put tactical vest. I could put Rothko tactical vest, whatever. It's like a military vest. It's a concealed carry vest. If you look at my listings, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's tan. It's got the big United States Marine Corps logo in the back of it. I just put that up, I think, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday did that. So but that's the advantage of having a store. You could add stuff like that. That you could add some more categories. But the most important thing with this here is doing your research. That was an oversight. On my behalf, and that's why I don't mind sharing it with you guys. I have no qualm in saying, oh, I'm not going to let this. I'm not going to let my viewers know what's going on. I'm going to hide that, keep it to myself. I'm here to try to help you guys out. Okay, that's what I'm here. That, again, like I always use my favorite term. They coined that phrase or whatever. Not coined a phrase, but I use that phrase for all intents and purposes. It's true. This is what my YouTube channel is all about. It's to help, inspire, and share. If I come up with information that's going to be viable to you and help you out in any way, I'm going to post it up there. Now, matter of fact, I want to do the reselling news. Trying to get over a cold. I'm sorry, guys. I want to do the reselling news, and I'm going to probably there's some things I want to share with you guys out there. So you may see another video come up after this here. Maybe, I don't know. It's going on I can't believe it's going on 2 o'clock already. Could you imagine that? The morning went like this. I can't believe how fast time goes. But yeah, I would like to do I'd like to do reselling news. I don't know if I'm going to do the reselling news, but I like to, because there's some good information out there I want to put out and share with you guys. So anyway, I hope you got a takeaway from this here. I hope it's give you a little food for thought, gives you a little, let you think a little. Is in regards to, like I said, with eBay, I'm still selling on it. I wish eBay would just change that around a little. If you guys want to comment on it, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. If you like my videos, before I close this out, if you guys like my videos, you want to give it a thumbs up, please do. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. I do interact with my subscribers, or if you're a visitor, I will interact with you. In regards to comments, as long as they're nice, please leave nice comments. I will interact with you guys. And if you do like my videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Let's Talk eBay. Today is February 3rd, 2020. I'm wishing all of you guys out there, beginners, advanced sellers, whatever, wishing all of us, including myself, the best in sales. Let's make 2020 a goal to do better, hopefully in our sales on eBay. I'm hoping for the better. I also want to say one thing also in closing. If you guys out there are thinking about starting a YouTube channel in relationship or in conjunction with your eBay for 2020, I wish you all the best. Keep it real and put out some good content and let your channel grow organically. Okay, if people like you, they will come back to you and they will subscribe to your channel. So just put out that good content out there on my YouTube channel. just before I close this here, I do not discuss religion or politics, and I do not use profanity. Okay, so I just want to throw that out there, guys. But anyway, let me let you go. I took enough of your time. Thank you again for taking your time out of your busy day to check out my video. Have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye for now.